Okay, this is Rachel. Um, so this does not look like a Arnold render. It looks like a hardware render again. Uh, the steps look a little exaggerated. He kind of like levitates up. You might want to plant an arm there, or at least shift him forward first and then go up. Um, and if you're going to do that stretch, you're going to want to hold it when his arms are up. I feel like I went over this last time. And then he's lifting his feet way too high, and his feet are slipping around. So you want those to stick to the floor. Let's take a look at the Maya file. Is this your... So you don't have a shot camera. Normally you'd have a camera. Yeah, it's still set to Maya hardware, so that tells me this is probably just hardware render. Let's see what it's looking like. The Arnold render. That's just really small. I don't know. I have a feeling that most of the light is blocked for some reason. I think that's the side of that chair. Did you convert anything to Arnold materials? Nope, that's still a Lambert. That should be an Arnold material. They should all be Arnold materials. The lights should be Arnold lights ideally, or at least most of them, and no Arnold lights. Yeah, I think you're going to want to... It doesn't look like you did any of the stuff for Module 14. It looks like you just turned in another hardware render, which wasn't the point. The point was to convert things to Arnold materials, use Arnold lights, and render it using Arnold. So, regarding the animation, so I can't really give you credit for this assignment. Regarding the animation stuff, one thing, like, it shouldn't just levitate up like that. Like, if you give yourself a little more, um, give yourself a little more time to do it here. Like, I'll put some more space keys, add in between, and I'll hit G a few times to repeat that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What I would do is maybe here. Whoa, oh yeah, I have everything selected. Let's take this guy and just scoot him forward a bit first. That's a little better, right? Because he's getting his weight centered over his feet before he stands up. The other thing would be to like put one of the hands in IK mode using this guy. And have the hand stick. So for example, if I switch to maybe transition up from here to here, we'll switch to FIK. Whoops. And do that, and oh, there's okay, and then here, maybe, yeah, I mean, this could use some animation anyways, because it's flipping around. Let's see. Why is it flipping around? It's that transition from FK to IK. Or what is it? Maybe it's this one. No, those don't look too crazy. There is a lot of keyframes here. Yeah, it's still flipping. Let's do it without any animation there and see if it. Oh, that's better. And let me just fix this now. Okay, so the idea is that before this red line with this selected, everything from here to here, the FK controls it. Here it's transitioning, and then after here it's fully controlled by IK. So I might put that a little higher too there. And then this one could go a bit higher as well. Maybe it goes higher before it settles down. And then also let's curl these. And then let's zero these here. So and then maybe set a keyframe here, and then have that start to move up. And then maybe we'll have the FK take over somewhere around here. So set a keyframe there, S, and then maybe by about here, it's in FK mode again. And that's where you had the F. That pose could be better because the arms are just sticking out by their side. But the idea is hands planted here to help push them up. I'm not loving the timing on that, but probably what I would do is, not have them go up all at once like that. I'd probably maybe have them stay down a little bit and then rotate this guy forward more first, and then yeah, I mean, I think this pose could be better too, because the arms just look bizarrely straight at their side. But anyway, I mean, the thing to do is really to look at reference. And then again here, wow, there's a lot of keyframes, but let's just make sure we've got one here for everything S, and here for everything S, and then add a bunch of in-betweens here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now it looks a little more like a stretch. Okay, so that's a few improvements, but really you need to do all the stuff with the materials and the lights and the rendering, which you haven't done yet. It's all in Module 14, so please review the material there and do an Arnold render of your scene.